Hi, so I'm going to take you on a ride with me. I'm a little embarrassed because I'm outside in the open and I'm hoping no one's watching me. So come take a ride with me while I get some fast food and I talk about my radmini step through from radpowerbikes.com. The sun is in my eyes. It was I had a review up, but I deleted it because I think I forgot to talk about a couple of things. And I didn't really show my bike in it. And so, yeah, let's do that. So first of all, this is where I mount my phone, where I record or listen to music or whatever. And let's just go ahead and turn on the bike so you can see I got 1,026 miles on it. Right now it's on pedal assist 1. I'm also going to talk about the pedal assist levels and stuff like that. Side note, you should really wash your bike, I would say weekly if you go out every day. I get stuff where I run over like crab apples and stuff like that, and it's a little bit sappy and it gets stuck on the bike. And it's kind of hard to wash off, and I don't want to scrub it really hard, but it's good to take the bike in and clean it a lot, especially if you run over stuff like that gets sappy, because it could ruin the paint on your car, on your bike. Also, side note, careful where you put your wires, like how you bind them up. Originally, I had this bound like this and kind of over to keep it out of the way, I thought. But what I didn't know is as this wire was stretching back and forth, I have electric tape on it right now, but it was ripping the outer coating. So, just pay attention. I just went ahead and done it and fixed it. Yes. So, thank goodness I didn't lose my keys. They were still in my bag. So yeah, back to the bike. Yeah, please do, like, just make sure when you bind these up that you have proper space when you go back and forth when you turn, that it's not going to catch on one of these wires, because otherwise it's just going to slowly start to rip at it. I just took electrical tape and lightly put it over and then kind of squeezed it on the edges because I didn't want to put it too tight. Yeah, so let's go ahead and ride. Oop. Don't forget to put up your kickstand. Here we go. So I'm just starting off in a residential neighborhood to show you the speeds. Right now I'm pretty flat terrain and I'm going pedal assist 1 and I'm continuously pedaling. It's putting out between 35 and 70 watts of power, and I'm going around 5 to almost 6 miles an hour, so not very far at all. I'm going to go up to level 2. Starting to have an incline now, but it is, as I'm pedaling, it's putting out around 130 to 140 watts. And I'm going to go ahead and start coasting because I won't get the proper wattage right now. I mean, not proper wattage. You know what I mean. Oh, little pothole there. Alright, just using throttle. This is me on throttle only, but I'm not cranking it the whole way, so I'm only getting around 200 to 300 wattage. And I'm going around 16 miles an hour right now. And now I'm just coasting. I'm going to go seconds to come to a full stop. Which these brakes are good, but they're not great. Okay. Whew. Now I'm at pedal assist 2, pedal assist 2 on flat road right now, and I'm continuously pedaling. I'm getting around 139 watts. And we're going around 15 miles an hour at this pace. Now I'm going to kick it up to third pedal assist, continuously pedaling, still on a flat road, and now it's pumping out around 360 watts, and I'm getting 17 to 18 miles an hour. It'll probably climb the more I pedal. I'm going to start to slow down a little. Alright, we have a green light, so I'm going to keep going. Still staying around the 17 to 18 miles an hour. Now I'm going to kick it up to pedal assist 4. And it's pumping out around 470 to 530 watts depending. And I'm going 23 miles an hour. Now, of course, this was with pedal assist. If I just use throttle, it doesn't want to go that fast. Also, I did go in and change the settings a little bit. There's a YouTube video on that somewhere, how to change your settings to go faster on an e-bike. And I'll tell you more about why I did that in a bit. Now I'm going to go up to 5 pedal assist. And I'm pedaling continuously. Now I'm hitting around, I'm still around the 5 actually, 500 watts. I'm going pretty fast though, I'm going 23 miles an hour. I think if I was to not be going that fast, it would pump out around 700 watts. That's what it normally does, but I'm going pretty fast. I'm going to start to slow down now because there's a stoplight. Okay, that's how I normally like to stop, like slow. I don't jerk it like I did earlier. Alright, I'm about to use throttle only. Alright, that was me just using throttle only to get through the stoplight. I hit 13 to about 14 miles an hour just as I went underneath the light. So you climb pretty quick in a short amount of space. You don't go super fast. I'm not sure what I want to eat. Oh, I do want to go to that bake shop though. I'm going to stop there first. They're migrating. Oh, this guy's so pretty. So as you can tell, the sound cuts on and off because, you know, like the motor cuts on and off as you pedal. So that's something you just kind of have to, I guess, get used to. The noise is not too blaring, but it's definitely noticeable. And of course, the busier traffic is, the less you notice it. Okay. Let's go climb a hill. Okay, so this road is a little bit scary depending, there is only the road, as you can see, there's no side area to go on, and there's a bit of a hill and it winds around. And I'm just going to keep this at pedal assist 5 to climb it. I'm at 22 miles an hour right now. And I'm going up real easy. No issues. This hill is kind of more of a gradual climb up. A little steeper here, so I'll have to pedal more. Now I'm around 16 miles an hour, and I'm hitting the 745 watt mark from the pedal assist. We're going to hook off here to the right. I could keep going that way, but to be honest, that road is really windy and it's a little busy right now. So while we're in a rural area, the reason that I changed the settings on the bike so I could go faster is because I noticed when I was going down that hill that I just climbed up, I would just coast down it, not pedal or anything, and when I would get to 18, 19 miles an hour, I could feel the bike braking, like, not braking, like not getting broken. I could feel it wanting to stop, like hitting the brakes. And I thought they weren't supposed to do that. I thought that was only when you're pedaling or you're using the throttle and you go to get close to 20 miles an hour. But I could feel it when I was just going down hills and coasting, and I didn't like that. I don't go very fast down hills. The fastest I've gone down a hill, I think, is 22 miles an hour, 20, 22, something like that. And I just don't like the feeling of the bike braking. It feels weird, you know, like I'm not in control, so I changed the settings for that reason. Other than that, though, whenever I'm biking, I don't generally exceed 20 miles. I just keep around 16 to 18. Now we're going to be in an area where there's not a lot of traffic, so you're really going to hear the motor. Again, it's not too bad though. It is cold today. I think it's around 35 degrees right now. I'm not sure. It's a little breezy, so I'm bundled up. When I bike in areas like this, that's when people notice me, like if they're walking or jogging, and they hear my motor, they tend to turn around, you know? But as you can hear, it's not too bad. It's not like a moped or anything, or a motorcycle. It's just this whiny kind of noise. Would be cool if it was a little quieter. To be honest, I felt like the rad wagon was quieter, but the seat was farther from the motor, and it did have some plastic covers over the wheel in the back where the motor was, so that's probably why. So far I've had no issues much with this bike besides getting flats, a couple of flats, and I know I'm not supposed to be on the sidewalk, don't do this, but this road tends to be kind of hard to navigate sometimes. Especially around when school lets out. I don't know if there's like cars, they just get distracted, but I've had a lot of like close calls with cars getting really close to me just so they could pass. Roads are tricky to cross during school time. But yeah, so far not that many issues. Like I said, a couple of flat tires. I made a video about the comparison between having a flat tire on this bike and having one on the Red Wagon. But if you haven't watched that video, basically this one's way easier to deal with if it gets a flat tire. I still haven't changed the tire myself. I've taken it in. I did try to change it, but it was so tight on there, it was really hard for me to crank it off. I love these bumps. They're so much fun to go over these little speed bumps. Oh, there was one other issue I had, and it was with the bike feeling a little bumpy. And I didn't know what it was going on. It just felt like sometimes it felt a little bumpy when I was going on flat road, and so I took it into the shop. And whenever I say shop, I'm talking about like the bike shop I go to take my bike, either bike in to get fixed or worked on. And I'm back. I decided to stop filming because I didn't want the video to be super crazy long. But basically I went and I got some like really yummy donuts and some for my friends. And then I got some Arby's. This is a cup. The thing with riding with cups is sometimes they splash a little bit. So of course you want to wipe your frame before they get real sticky. So if you're curious what I do when it's really cold and I got hot food is I just take like a thermal lunch tote bag and I just stuff the food in there and it works pretty good. It keeps it nice and hot. So yeah, I think I pretty much went over everything. I'm gonna flip the camera because this feels a little weird. So, I'm gonna take my helmet off. That's really important to wear your helmet. Look at the helmet lines I get. Do you see that? Doesn't that look so silly? Anyways, so not really any issues. Like I said before, except for besides changing the tire tubes, and other than trying to put the thing back up there. Other than that, also, I have the brakes. I have changed them once. I forgot to talk about that in the other review video I did. So the brakes, I changed them once and they were different. No, sorry. They're the same as the Rad Wagon brakes. They were the little rectangle ones, not the circular ones. So I changed it around 800 miles, I think, the recommended. I forgot to keep the old ones. I tell them I wanted the old ones, so I don't have those to show you the comparisons of what the new one versus old ones look like. I think I did though in the Rad Wagon when I had it. I think I did a video where I showed the comparison in it with what they look like, the old ones and the new ones. And yeah, I had to get those changed out. I took it in to get it changed because I didn't feel like it. And I will say with the bike itself, it's a pretty good ride. The thing where it felt bumpy for a while, I think I figured it out. I think it was just the suspension a little bit. Like there's two knobs to control the suspension, and one was turned a little bit. And then also, so I fidgeted with that a little bit. And then also I noticed the more, when I did feel that weird kind of bump kind of bump, it was more when I was leaning into the bike, like the front handlebars. So I think that's what it was from, because I've had taken it to a professional bike shop. I've had the tires checked, everything checked. Everything's a-okay. I guess it was just something I never noticed, or maybe on this bike I tend to lean more frontwards, whereas on the ride wagon it is kind of more like you lean back, you know, because it's more of a relaxed ride. So I guess that's what that was. And then also with this bike, a slight negative. It was the same in the other bike. I do not like this lighting. Although look at my cool makeup. Look at it. Isn't that pretty? Anyways, so they had you have to. Sorry, my brain is so frazzled. I say a lot. The brakes, you have to tighten them a lot. And I'm gonna go ahead and admit that I'm a little bit stupid, because I have biked my whole life, right? But I don't recall having a bike with disc brakes before, like a regular mountain bike. They just had the regular brakes. Maybe my last one did. Anyways, I never changed them. I always took it in, and I never really had to alter them that much. But then of course it's a regular pedal bike. It's not like an e-bike, you know. So there's a little bit difference there, you know. But with the disc brakes on here, sorry, the disc brakes on here, you have to tighten them a lot. Like they get loose a lot, where the handlebar, like, you know, right here, you'll see the handlebar, and you have to like really, like, they're pretty okay now, but you'll like really have to crank it back and it'll start to feel loose. I didn't know how you adjust disc brakes. So I was literally taking into my bike shop and paying $20 to have both brakes adjusted. And then one day I just asked them, because I was like, in a pinch, how do you do that? Because sometimes, like, what if I really need it? Because it happens a lot. Like, I have to tighten it a lot. And then when I see that all you have to do is just like, if you're dumb like me, here, I'll show you. You just have to like go down here. I mean, obviously the side where the brake is. Like, go right there and just like, wait. Yeah, here we go. Like, go right over here and just like tighten this up. Like, there's the brake. Boy, I tell you what, I felt like a big old idiot. I was thinking, wow, I'm spending $20 on that. Wow. Ooh. I mean, $20 is still not really a lot of money when you're getting something fixed on your bike, but I was like, it feels more worth it when I pay $20 to have the tire tubes changed out, because that's like, you know, takes a bit of work. But for that, I mean, you know, price is price, but like, that's just my fault for not researching and realizing the things you can do yourself, you know? Because like I said, I've biked my whole life, but I've always kind of been the type of commuter biker that like, I'll take it in to have someone fix it. I won't do it myself. But I'm leaning towards more of doing stuff for myself, because it's just good to know stuff like that. Just general basic stuff. Anyways, so all around, this video is super long, but I did take you on a ride with me. So there was that, and you got to see me climbing a hill. Sorry about the audio. You know, I wanted to include the sound of all the surrounding noises, and then plus that way so you could hear what the motor really sounds like, because you'll see a lot of videos where people have, I don't think they've muted things out in the background, but I think they just have better equipment that focuses on their voice, and so that doesn't really give a realistic expectation of what the motor sounds like when you're riding these things. Oh, my battery's about to die on my phone. Gosh, I'm going to have to shut up. So anyways, this bike, great. I love it. I love it way more than the rad wagon. I can't say that enough. Of course, that's for me. That's my personal preference. I feel like it goes up the hills really well. I do need to find an even bigger hill that I could go up on to show you guys, because this bike, it really takes me up there. And I've said in other videos before, but I am around 220 to 230 pounds, and I'm 5'5", but that's not important. And then this bike, it has a weight capacity of 275 pounds advertised, and then they say you can go a little over that kind of thing. And I think the back rack is supposed to have like a 50 pound weight capacity around there, but I never exceed that because I'm always just grocery shopping. This isn't the type of bike where you put like a second seat or person on. So yeah, thanks for watching my video. Sorry it's long, I guess. I'll do more videos later. Bye. Real quick, I forgot to say this in the video, but the brakes, they act completely different when wet. Given they're not like the best disc brakes ever, but you do stop. Like you could see in the video, I did stop in with around 3 seconds. I guess, like from a full like 20 miles an hour or whatever that was. But when you get the brakes wet, like if it's raining outside, or even if it's not raining but the road is wet, it will somehow make your brakes will get wet. Like it'll splash up there, I guess. And not only does it make a really loud honking noise kind of sound when you're trying to brake, like a you could just see it just sounds weird. But it also takes way longer to stop, like double the time. So I guess like what's like 6 seconds or something if you're going really fast, like. And so that, I mean, that might not sound like a lot of time, but it really is, especially if, you know, you have to stop real quick because like a car is cutting you off, or something like darts in front of you, or like an animal or something. Like you want to be able to brake real fast. So yeah, there's that. The brakes are just not that great. But the price point that the bike is at, it is reasonable. And I forgot to talk about the bike light as well, the front light. The front light is, it looks like it's great when you turn it on, but it's not good at all. Like the front light, first of all, it blinds people that look at it. So you would think that's great, but it's not, because when you're riding your bike, it looks like it's illuminating everything, but not giving you a clear path, if that makes any sense. Like I can see that the light is on. It makes me think of like a worn out flashlight. Like, yeah, it lights up the space, but you still can't quite see. Like it's not enough, and it's not like the direction of it is not like focused enough. So I would like to change that, or I'd probably just get like one that I can recharge and I could just mount on the front. Now the back light, it is great. I really like it. It's nice and bright, and you can make it flash. And I found out that you can have the back light on, the brake light, without the front light on. If you wish, you just turn on the bike, and then you reach your hand in the back and you press the button underside of it where the light is back there, and you just press that button, and it turns it on, just that, and it turns it in blinker mode. And then of course, if you want both of them on, you just press the front of where the controllers are, the middle button, and the middle and top one, or middle and bottom, I think middle and top. Anyways, you hold it down for a couple seconds and it illuminates the screen, and the front light comes on. Also with the front light, there's like a switch thing in the back of it, but it doesn't seem to make sense to me because I flicked it on and off and it does nothing. I don't know what it's supposed to do. And then also I have to tighten. I've had to tighten the front light a couple of times because it's become loose when I ride, and then the light just drops down. I don't know why it does that. It just seems to have done that, because I am using it when I bike at night, because I don't bike that much at night, and so it's better than nothing. I have bought another bike light just to go on the back, but I attached that blinker light to like the basket to have an extra, you know, visibility, that kind of thing. So I just really wanted to add that in there because I totally forgot to say that. I always forget to say something. And if I think of anything else, I'll make another video, I guess. Okay, bye.